line and coaching the young kids and making sure it translates?
The most important thing is, like, I've been able to teach babies how to block the proper way. And I think by teaching them the proper way, you know, translate to when they get to high school. Like at Langston Hughes, I got a couple of kids that played me since they were 7. I mean, they're bona fide athletes right now, you know, headed to college. And one of them is Dontrell Glover, man. I love him. He like my kid. He like my kid, you know what I'm saying? And the way he works on and off the field, like, you know what I'm saying? Just that determination, that dedication that we put in from a baby, it paid off.
Coming up next, we have an interview with Coach Keith from the OG Ducks. Matter of fact, he's on right now. Coach Keith, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm good. Just in practice, getting our final few packages in before we get down there to Charlotte and compete.
Hey, Coach. Now, what made you start the OG Ducks?
About 14 years ago, I actually got kicked out of my league for hosting camps in the off season for $1. That we couldn't talk to the kids, so they kicked me out my league, and I was with the Corona Panthers. And so I took my team to another league and told them, hey, if you let me in with this one team, I'll bring your whole organization the next year. And what happened was, halfway through the season, my organization kind of left me out to dry. So then at that time, I had J.J. Taylor, who plays for the Houston Texans. We were trying to figure out who he wanted to be, and that's right when Oregon started kind of popping off with all the uniforms. So we chose, the kids chose to be they wanted to be the Ducks. That's how we started the Ducks, and I liked it at the time. It wasn't too many teams that was the Ducks at the time when we did it.
Obviously, you know Cam Newton and the player he was on the field. #12 and under division, Lambo taking on the Atlanta Chargers. Watch this quarterback here. Leaks out to his left side, breaks a couple of tackles, finds his guy across the middle of the field. I tell you what, that is some phenomenal play by the quarterback position. Sure that good old C1N founder Cam Newton is going to enjoy that one. All right, quarterback getting outside, nice short pass to his receiver, and the receiver takes care of the rest, reads the block, and get up the field, scores a touchdown, and Lambo would have an early lead in the game. Lambo back again on offense. One of the bright spots for the Atlanta Chargers. Nice interception by the DB. Gets as many yards as he can. Gets upfield to help give the Atlanta Chargers just a little bit of momentum. But it will be all Lambo as watch big number 99 bats the ball out the quarterback's hands, keeps it for himself, catches it, and rumbles and stumbles, gets into the end zone. He will score a touchdown as Atlanta Elite Lambo would win 28-0. Lambo looks good, and they look like they are ready to be considered one of the top teams in the country again. If you could, just give us a rundown on what's going to happen when they see your team on the field.
Yeah, we're expected to dominate down in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? We're looking forward to it. Cam event, man, which, Cam is, he's very supportive in the organization, ATL Elite. I mean, I love my guy. I raised him. You know what I'm saying? It's my dog. You feel me? So, him bringing his babies back to my organization was big for me, man. Like, I would definitely appreciate it. We're going to support everything he does moving forward. Him and Dad, brother, all of them, man. They family. So we're looking for to dominate. We're looking for to dominate at all ages. I know 8's going. I think my 9s are going, my 10s. So we're looking to dominate. You know what I'm saying? 8 just coming off a big win against GA. I had to take care of Ken. So, we looking forward to it, man, having fun and enjoying Charlotte. And we plan to go out there and dominate.
For you with the OG Ducks, what made you guys want to be involved with what C1N has going on?
Pretty much because we like to compete. I mean, they tried to get us down there for the one on Labor Day, but it was just too late. And we was really looking at it. If the tickets would have been right, we'd have came. Anybody knows me knows we want to go play any and everybody.
.703 taking on Watkins Hornet, and 703 would come out firing. As watch the receiver here, breaks a couple of tackles, catches the slant, and he is up out of there as 703 would get on the scoreboard early. Watkins Hornet would answer, though, later in the game, finding their big receiver over the middle of the field, as not a DB would be in sight, as the Watkins Hornet would get into the end zone, and this number 18 would have a great day on him. 7:03 responding, though. And again, we said they would get the lead early and not look back, as their passing game was rolling for them. Had a couple of big runs too, but they would get the lead.
We want to play the best. So that's what, we built our brand on out here is playing anybody. We've been to Hawaii, we've been to Florida, now we're about to fly back across the country and go to Charlotte. So there's nobody that has more miles than us when it comes to playing football this year.
Coach, there are some great programs around the country that I'm sure you know well, whether it's Rare Breeze, whether it's Miami Garden. In the 13 and under division for the C1N national ranking, at number 1, Rare Breeze. They are considered the most dominant team in the country, hands down. Following them will be Boyd Bulldogs, Miami Garden Ravens, led by a good coach over there, Coach Mack, known very well. Detroit Cubs, OG Ducks out of Cali, Primetime Elite, Trayman Elite, Las Vegas Tribe, Certified South, and DMV University. Look, man, you played football, right? You had a couple of good days that people got a chance to see. How have you been able to take your football days and translate it into coaching and, just moving this youth program forward with HL Elite?
Well, what I guess starting off, what I have been able to do is I've been able to take like the good days and the bad days for me playing and been able to give it back to the boys. I dealing with football, you got a lot of ups and downs. I think the kids just see the glamour and see all the the money getting spent and dance and all, but they don't see behind the scenes and the hard work that you got to put in and the dedication to really try to, get to that point of going to play college ball and pro ball, because it's not easy. And then the ones that get to college football, I got a lot on this, and they're now learning hard that, just because you're getting NIL money and all that, it's still not easy. You got to work, So it can be taken from you. The game can be taken from you any day. So I think the most important thing I'm giving to the babies is first the fundamentals and just what things that have been taught, teaching the proper way of blocking and, all the small things. And then I think to the older guys, just getting them ready, getting them prepared for the real world when they got to go out on their own.
Now, Mike, if you were blocking for me back in the day, then, I don't know. I think I might have been able to put some yards up behind you. But look, man.
Yeah, cool. 1 second. See? Who you got? Me and Coach Lou.
Who you got?
Who you got? Me and Lou.
Hey, go.
We're at Golden Corral. We're feeding the children. Everybody gotta eat, so they can leave me alone. Because I'm going to sleep.
Everybody, yeah. We did a thing. I'm ready. You all ready? Yeah, cool, bro. 1 second. See?
Who you got? Me and Coach Lou.
Who you got?
Who you got? Me and Lou.
We're at Golden Corral. We're feeding the children. Everybody got to eat, so they can leave me alone. Because I'm going to sleep.
Everybody, we did a thing.
All right, we are back, and for the next game. I lost my earpiece here, so pardon me, fans. The Icy Boys have arrived in fantastic fashion, mind you. Lots of fireworks, lots of smoke, lots of everything. This ought to be a really good time. We got the Speed Demons here as well from Glenville. So the captains are on the field. Looks like they got everything sorted out. And so they're getting some things sorted out. We've had some great football today. We want to thank you for hanging here in here with us at the C1N Halloween Showcase. I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of C1N. You know, I've had the privilege to call a couple of those tournaments prior to this one, and this has been really, really a blast. Now, the Icy Boys, they came in, you know, you're firing off some fireworks and everything else. Everybody's like, whoa, hey, what's going on here? But trust me, it's a lot of fun when you watch the little ones coming through here. This is a 9U contest. The Speed Demons are exactly who they say they are. I got a chance to check out some video on them. They're fast. But let's see what the Icy Boys bring. I'm going to be getting the rankings for the 9U in a little bit. So hopefully I'll have that in hand to kind of run through that as I have for the previous age groups. So we're on the field right now, and they are looking at what you see now are the Glenville Elite. Our camera has got the Speed Demons. They're stretching out and getting warmed up. And you're seeing a wide shot of the field. And they're going to be getting underway in just a moment. It looks like a couple of minutes is left on the clock for warm-ups and getting everything sorted out. The Icy Boys wearing the yellow and white. The Speed Demons will be wearing the red and white. So this ought to be a fun contest. Icy Boys with the reflective striping on their pants and the silver striping.
Let's see what these Speed Demons gonna do against.
Coaches continuing to stretch the players out.
Referees getting ready.
So they're getting the officials doing getting stretched out. He's doing some skip jumps right around the 40-yard line. You probably see that if you're watching right now. Cam Newton certainly appreciates your patronage. Watching this via his Facebook page, make sure you save that page. He does a lot of great things for the youth, and we want to make sure that we take note of that. We are here at Johnson C. Smith University and Eddie C. McGirt Field in lovely, lovely Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina. It has been a perfect day for football, and I'm telling you, you couldn't ask for a better scenario. There are some clouds in the sky, but these are the kind of clouds that just add essence to the day, if you will. So we're really having a good time here. The DJ's down on the field doing his thing, mixing it up, keeping the fans entertained. So we're hoping to keep you entertained as well as informed as the game goes on. This is game number 3. It's technically game number 4, there was a game very, very early. But the first broadcast one, that would be game number 1. And then you just had that was the Elite Voodoo versus the Mac Dolphins, which, the Voodoo just took over that contest. Then you had the Watkins Hornets, the Bounty Boys, who just dominated the OG Ducks coming from California. So now we've got the Icy Boys and the Glenville Elite. And the Elite are going to be kicking off to the Icy Boys. And remember, those guys in the red and white are nicknamed the Speed Demons. We're going to find out just how fast they are as we get ready for the kickoff. And one of the things, when they're that young, the officials talk to them. The officials actually, in a way, act as a bit of a coach as well, because they want these boys to know and understand the rules of the game. Now, that doesn't mean they don't go easy on them on penalties or anything else like that, but they talk to them. And you see they got that arm swing. Hadn't seen that in a long time. Number 4. And that is Eric Love getting ready to kick it off. And he puts out a nice one. And that one takes a bit of a bounce. And number 1 on the return. And he's going to be wrapped up quickly. Not much room for him to go. Dakota White on the return. Lance Lynn, the first one to get a hand on him. And the Icy Boys are going to start the first drive of the contest from the 33-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for So Icy. They put it in the air, pass complete to number 2. Number 2 tries to find some room, but he's going to be met by a sea of red and white jerseys. So Case and Crocker with the reception. So a gain of about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7. The ball is at the 36. So they have 4 receivers in the box to the right. Single man in the backfield. Shotgun. Number 7 puts it up. And that pass is well defended. Can't complain about that one. Very well defended pass. Number 6, Colby McKnight right there to bat it away. So his 3rd and 7 ball was at the 36-yard line. So same formation, except this time man goes into motion. That's number 2, and there's a handoff. And they find a way up the middle, and he breaks the tackle and begins to accelerate. And so Icy Boys are going to go right to the house, going, gone. And that's a touchdown for the Icy Boys. Number 16, and that is Kazi Harmon. He rips one straight up the middle. Look at that right there. Accelerates. And there is nothing that can be done. There's nothing behind him, nothing in front of him. He could have ran that thing to Kansas. So they get set for the PAT. That was just an amazing run, and I mean, he just split the defense. There's the pass. It's caught. And Green has it. Xavier Green with the PAT. And the Icy just like that with 8:52 remaining in the quarter. Get on the board. It is nothing. And while we are here at the C1N Halloween Showcase, we want to remind you of an event that's going to be coming up this December. The C1N Bless the Babies Bowl, December 2nd through the 8th. That is the national championship Location scheduled to be Rockledge on the Space Coast. So stay tuned for that information. Be on the lookout for what's going to happen next. Cam Newton getting it done for our youth. And my name is Freddie Flowers, the voice of C1N, and I tell you, it is a great pleasure watching the future of football at these events, because you'll hear a name or hear about a name and a number, and you'll remember when you first saw them, and that is right here. So Lee gets set to kick it off for So Icy. And that ball just dribbles down. And number 3 is going to get on top of it. And that is Mason Moore. So the Speed Demons will get it at the 50-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. It'll be interesting to see how this contest goes. Our previous 2 contests were just completely one-sided. They started out really well, but, as the game wore on, one team really took the reins in both of those contests. So we'll see what happens here with the Speed Demons. Now, the first thing you'll notice is they are 4 wide. Single man in the backfield. Number 4 looks to the sideline to get the call. And number 22 tries to find some room up the middle, but he's going to be wrapped up by number 16. So Gardner is the ball carrier. He's wrapped up by Kazi Harmon. He'll gain about 3 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 7. The ball gets to the 47-yard line inside Icy Boys territory. Number 5 gets the ball, turns it back inside. And that's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 7. Two very talented teams here today. Now, where there may be an advantage is in sheer roster size between the Icy Boys and the Speed Demons. Oh, we're going to have offsides against the Icy Boys. So that's going to change the dynamics of that 3rd down, as that 3rd and 7 now becomes a 3rd and 2. And that ball is going to go to the 42-yard line.
Encroachment on the defense, 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 3.
And looking down on the field, looks like the officiating crew has been refreshed. Got a new group of guys out there. So the Speed Demons have the signal. And offsides once again, looks like. So that's going to net a 1st down. And the Speed Demons, without having to apply any speed at all, get a fresh set of downs. So that ball will go to the 37. And penalties will get you. We have seen evidence of that today. So it's 1st and 10. Ball's at the 37-yard line. Shotgun formation, 4 wide, single man in the backfield. Number 5 goes into motion, fakes the handoff. Number 22 is the ball carrier, but give credit to the Icy Boys. Ian Gardner, the carrier, is wrapped up immediately after a gain of a yard. So it'll be 2nd and 9 from the 36. And they are not in any hurry. willing to matriculate down the field. And they're just going to, hey, as long as you get 4 yards a carry, the chains move. That pass intended for number 3 falls incomplete. Mason Moore, the intended receiver, he gets it out quick, which is good. Just a little off target there. So that'll bring up 3rd and 9. So we are under 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter in our 3rd contest of today. Two very, very good teams. Icy Boys, well-traveled. So we've got 2 men in the backfield. Single man out to the right. Got extra blocking help, puts it up in the air. And I think that actually hit number 6 in the hands and falls incomplete. Colby McKnight, the intended receiver. So the ball remains at the 36. It's 4th down. And from this point, you can see him going for it. So getting the back judge in place. It looks like they're going to punt. And that one takes a bounce in favor of the Icy Boys. And it'll be down at the 43. Well, at this age group, they got them punting. That's usually why they walk it off. So the Icy Boys will get it at the 43. And what the Speed Demons don't want to do is they don't want to allow the middle to open up like that. So we'll see what the defense does this time. And the officials are talking to the team. The white hat was. So let's see here. 5:41 remaining in the first quarter. Icy Boys getting the signal from the sideline. Number 2, the ball carrier, that's Crocker. Oh, my goodness, somebody came out with the hit stick. Number 5, Malik Pruitt. Give him the Bring a Sledgehammer award because, boy, he did it. Number 2, the ball carrier, Kason Crocker, got his pot knocked out of him. So, and it's negative yardage on the play. So he hit for the cycle on that one at 2nd and 11. The ball at the 42-yard line, and that's just going to energize the defense. And that play is going to be blown dead. False start against the Icy Boys. So they get that marked off. The ball is going to go back to the 37-yard line as a result of the penalty. And they need to move the down and distance marker. Come on, guys. Keep up. So it is 2nd and 15. Number 16 trying to get some action. 0 in there as well, but we've got to see number 22 set him up. And number 16, I believe that was, finished the work. So it's 3rd and long. Well, pardon me, number 6. Colby McKnight finished the job. And I'm telling you, the Speed Demons are hitting. So it is 3rd and long. That's 3rd and about 23. Make that 3rd and 22. And the ball is on the ground. And the Speed Demons pick it up. Number 3 rumbles into the end zone after scooping it up. Let's see what happens. That's Mason Moore. So their officials are discussing it. Hold on. And the officials blew the whistle. So it's 4th and I guess you could call it an eternity at this point. So it's 4th and about 27. And the Speed Demon coaches are upset. Number 1 trying to find room. He's still going, and number 1 gets free. And he's riding the tightrope all the way down. Going, and gone. Dakota White. No flags. You talk about getting out of a jam of jams. That's amazing. And if you want to call yourself the Icy Boys, you're leaving your opponents frozen on that one. But the kind of a way you almost feel for Glenville. You know, they thought it was going to be a fumble for sure, and it's whistle's blown dead. It comes back, and with that opportunity, all of a sudden the Icy Boys are about to double their score. So the Icy Boys looking to throw everybody off. And number 16 going to get into the end zone. And that is Kazi Harmon for the PAT. And it is 14-0, just like that. Wow. That's just, all I can say is simply wow. What a turn of events. A 4th and long. For sure, you think that ball's going to be turned over on downs. And number 1 turns on the Jets, and it goes to the house on and a 4th and extremely long, and nets a score with a PAT to follow by number 16, and that is Kazi Harmon. So now things like that can just completely shred momentum. That completely shred the mentality during the game. But there's 3 quarters left to play. There's 3:35 remaining in the first quarter. So Icy will kick off. Lee back there to kick. Maybe something will pop out on special teams. And that kick bounces. And did somebody put their hands on the ball? Okay, all right. People need to hold their horses. The Glenville Elite Speed Demons did recover it. Some folks out there getting a little excited. So it's 1st and 10, and there's going to be a timeout taken by Glenville. We'll be right back. This is the C1N Halloween Showcase.
We're at Golden Corral. We're feeding the children. Everybody got to eat, so they can leave me alone because I'm going to sleep.
All right, we are back after some odd turns of events. The Speed Demons find themselves down 14-0. Speed Demons, there's a stiff arm by number 5. He runs over a few players. He's going to get down at the 29-yard line. Number 5, Malik Pruitt, the ball carrier. So he'll have a gain of 5 on that one. It'll be 2nd and 5. Ball at the 29-yard line. And, you know, if I'm their coach, I'm just telling them, hey, just play the game. Don't worry about the previous situation. You can't change the past. Just get in there and do what you do. So number 6 gets set. Shotgun formation. You got 2 men in the backfield. Number 22 falls. His blockers, very nice execution on that play. Number 18 will get credit for the tackle. Number 22, Ian Gardner, running the ball. So nice work there. And I mean, that was textbook football. Pardon me, I thought that was a 22. That was number 20 on the tackle, and that is Tyron White. Number 5 gets tripped up. Lee, number 18, will bring him down. Pruitt, the ball carrier. That'll bring up 2nd down. A loss of yardage on the play. It'll be 2nd and 12. Ball is at the 35-yard line. Great group of kids out there on the field today. And the Icy Boys getting penetration. There's a flag on the field. And I got a feeling in that area there's a face mask somewhere. At the time of that throw and the way everything went down and in kind of the scrum. So let's see. Personal foul. Okay, that's against, well, that's against the Speed Demons. So that penalty is declined. So it'll be 3rd and 13. There's a snap. Looks to put it in the air. And that pass is complete to number 6. He'll go down right around the 39-yard line. So that'll bring up 4th down. It'll be about 8 yards short of a first. Getting that reception, Colby McKnight. And they're going to go for it. And then they back up to punt. And he gets off a nice one this time. And on the return, number 1, White, for the Icy Boys. He's going to be brought down by number 21. And that is Prince Robinson Jones. So it'll be 1st down for the Icy Boys. Ball is going to be spotted at the 47. And that'll do it for the end of the first quarter. I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of C1N. We're glad you're here with us at the Halloween Showcase. We'll be right back.
with the OG Ducks, what made you guys want to be involved with what C1N has going on?
Pretty much because we like to compete. I mean, they tried to get us down there for the one on Labor Day, but it was just too late. And we was really looking at it. If the tickets would have been right, we'd have came. Anybody knows me knows we want to go play any and everybody.
They got period water and donuts.
I like the water.
True meaning of ghetto bullshit.
I'm ready. We do all of it? Yeah, cool, bro. 1 second. See?
Who you got? Me and Coach Lou.
Who you got?
Who you got? Me and Lou.
We're at Golden Corral. We're feeding the children. Everybody got to eat, so they can leave me alone.
All right, we are back. Icy Boys receiving the punt. That play is going to be blown dead. False start against the Icy Boys. So that ball is going to come back to the 42-yard line. Icy Boys leading 14-0 as we start the second quarter of play. So it's 1st and 15. They're 3 wide. Single man in the backfield, shotgun formation. Green goes into motion. And number 1, once again, bobbing and weaving his way out of trouble. And I'm telling you, they have got to find a way to deal with White. He's going to get to the 49-yard line in Speed Demon territory. And he has done some damage. And he has proven that he is as quick as he is reported to be. So Green goes into motion. There's a handoff to Green, and Green is going to get caught immediately. 0 there, the first to meet him. And that is Mekhi Jordan. So 3rd and 11, ball at the 46. Play lost some yardage. 8:34 remaining in the first half. Handoff. Number 16 will bring him down. Kazi Harmon, the ball carrier. He's going to be brought down by big Antoine Williams, number 99. And that one's going to go against the Speed Demons. They got in that neutral zone, so they're offsides. So that'll cost them 5 yards. And what was a 4th and 11 now becomes a 4th and 6. And the ball is spotted at the 48 inside the Glenville Elite territory. Number 8 looking up hard. And that pass is complete. They're going to get a first down out of this one. So Icy gets the first down. The reception by number 2, Kason Crocker. That ball is going to go to the 40-yard line. So it's a first down. Number 8 appears to be dinged up for the Speed Demons. But he is hanging in there. Pass intended for Green falls incomplete. That'll bring up second down. Clouds moving in over the area. So at a 2nd down and 10 from the 40. The Icy Boys not necessarily in a hurry. He got 3 wide. Strong to the left, and that's where they go. Number 16, the ball carrier. He's going to be brought down by a number of Speed Demon players. So it'll be 3rd and 5. Kazi Harmon, the ball carrier on the last play. So they're going to the 34-yard line, and that's where it's snapped from. And number 1, there he goes. What a move. And a big block by number 5. Turns it inside. No one's going to catch him. And once again, number 1, good gravy, Dakota White, once again. And apparently, and look, he does the Cam Newton, of course, as he should, in the C1N Halloween Showcase. But his name is going to get called a lot tonight, I can tell. So they're getting ready for the PAT. So 6:07 remaining in the first half of play. So we're going to keep it on the field camera. Let's look at the play as it develops from behind. There's the pass, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver was Green. So all that being said, so Icy Boys have a 20-0 lead with 6:07 remaining in the second quarter of play. And there's some conversation going on the field. So they're getting the boys hydrated. So we're in a timeout apparently so that they could get the Speed Demons, kind of get them reset. Big plays have been what's gotten them. It hasn't been that they've played terrible defense or anything like that. It's just the big play. So the big play is really what has gotten a hold of them, and that they really figure out, looking at some of this stuff, number 1, White has done all the damage. And he is shifty. He can move. I'm not saying you focus on one guy because you can't do that. But he's been there acing the hole apparently. And there's the kick, and they get on top of it. So that one's going to be down to around the 47. So the Speed Demons will have the ball. So and so the coaches call him over directly to call in the play, and there's the whistle by the official. They're telling let's keep it moving. So they're going to go 4 wide. 2 tight to the right. Single man in the backfield. Number 3 looks like he wants to go in motion. And that's a false start easily. Miscommunication clearly. So that's going to cost them 5 yards. And he's going to go in motion. He should have kept on going right in front of the quarterback. Once you're committed, you do it. Pass complete to number 5. He makes one miss, but he's going to get to the 36-yard line. So that'll be second and about 13. for the Speed Demons. They are just trying to find a way to get something going offensively. Those big plays have just been a world of hurt. So they stay at 4 wide. They don't change the formation. Defense in a 3-4. Linebackers cheating up, showing a little bit of blitz. What a nice pass on a rope to the 49-yard line. That'll not move the sticks, but boy, it is pretty. So that'll bring up 3rd and about 6. Ball at the 49-yard line. And, you know, if you can get rid of that ball quick like that, you can take advantage of it. You can make life hard for an opposing defense. If he'd have been able to stay on his feet and get that yard after the catch, might have been a fresh set of downs. So Icy Boys get back real quick. He's not getting that neutral zone. Number 5 is going to carry it. He's going to be wrapped up immediately. Number 18, and that is London Lee doing the dirty work. Number 5, Malik Pruitt, the ball carrier. So it'll be 4th and 4. The ball's at the 37-yard line. About 3 minutes remaining in the first half. And the Elite have slowed the game down, but they haven't been able to move, I'm sure, at a clip that they may prefer. They want to get that first down, and that's the goal right here. A score would be nice, but what they want to do is keep the sticks moving. Green showing blitz, and there it is, offsides. Oh, no, it's a false start. Thought he indicated offsides initially. So they got him to jump. And that's going to push it back 5 yards. So now it'll be 4th and 9. And the ball goes to the 48-yard line. Back inside their own territory. The Speed Demons have got to get it figured out somehow. Number 22, the pass is caught, but Green's going to bring him down. So number 22 with a nice grab, that's Ian Gardner. And the ball's going to end up getting turned over on downs. So I like seeing some of the plays that the Speed Demons are executing. I like what they're trying to do. They have just got to find a way to, when they do that, have a blocker or somebody in front to kind of kick out the defender and provide kind of a release valve, if you will, to give them a chance to get upfield. If they get that piece figured out, you have a little bit of a different ball game. So it's 1st and 10. The ball's at the 47-yard line. There's that quick pass. Number 5 has it. And you see what I mean? You see what I mean right there? Number 2. That was exactly what I was talking about. Casey Crocker put together a nice block for number 5, Montana Holmes, to get that pass and make a nice run out of it. There's a flag on the field.
We got a 20-0 ball game with just 141.
So we've got a timeout. We'll be right back.
Cool now, scared of letting go.
All right, we're back with 141 remaining in the first half. So Icy Boys holding on to a 20-0 lead. And I would not say by a long shot that the game is necessarily out of hands. It's just a matter of adjustments that need to be made. As far as the Icy Boys are concerned, you know, what you want to do is keep doing what you're doing because it is working. You know, make sure you address any little mistakes. Look at that right there. Somebody's been watching the Kansas City Chiefs. And Harmon Green with the pick and toss. And that ball is going to go to the 37-yard line. It'll be a first down. They're going to move the sticks. Where have we seen that basketball play before? So number 2, it keeps going. Number 9. Ronald Wells will get credit on that one. So we're going to have a timeout. We'll be right back.
You have guys now in the college ranks. You have guys doing well in high school. Kind of that is your forte, right? You tell me about coaching the offensive line and coaching the young kids and making sure it translates.
The most important thing is, like, I've been able to teach babies how to block their proper way. And I think by teaching them the proper way, you know, translate to when they get to high school, like at Langston Hughes, I got a couple of kids that played me since they were 7. I mean, they're bona fide athletes right now, you know, headed to college. And one of them is Dontrell Glover, man. I love him. He like my kid. He like my kid, you know what I'm saying? And the way he works on and off the field, like, you know what I'm saying? Just that determination, that dedication that we put in from a baby, it paid off.
So 106 remaining in the first half. Number 16, the ball carrier. And that is Harmon. So we're going to take a quick timeout. He had an injury timeout on the field. We'll be back. Well, wait a minute. He's up. We'll be back in just a few. All right, we are back. The ball was spotted at the 24-yard line. It is first down for the So Icy Boys. Glenville Elite has not been able to put together any kind of sustained drive offensively. Number 1 for the Icy Boys, and that is Dakota White. He has been spectacular in the first half of play. So we're trying to see what's going on here. So I think they got whatever had to be straightened out. Whatever that might be. So 48 seconds remaining in the first half. And let's see if we can get through this. This game is stalled for about 5 minutes, it seems. And that one's going to be blown dead. false start against the Icy Boys. So now we have 47 seconds remaining in the first half. So the ball goes back to the 28. Now let's see if we can get a snap off. So the Icy Boys get the play. White and shotgun. Great. So another whistle. False start again against the Icy Boys. So they've backed themselves up 10 yards. And that ball goes to the 34-yard line. So the coach sends in the signal. Man goes into motion. And the give is the 5. He's almost caught from behind. He's going to be run down. Number 1 gets a hold of him. Montana Holmes is going to get brought down and lost the yardage on the play. So 34 seconds remaining in the first half. And the clip is really kind of slowed down. Officials have blown the whistle like, let's go, let's get it going. Now, the one thing you don't see or lit is the play clock. So 34 seconds to go in the second quarter, or the first half, if you will. White puts it up, and that's going to be caught by Green. So he's going to get a big chunk of that back. The 19 seconds remain. The clock continues to run. Icy Boys at the 24. Let's see. Oh, boy. Guess who? Shall I say it? Dakota White. I kept saying it was going to be a matter of minutes before he said his name again. I mean, he blows the kisses to the fans. And they got their own theme music playing out there from what I can hear. And let's see. That looked like, I think that was number 6. Kazi Harmon with the PAT. So 5 seconds remaining in the first half. This has been something else. And the Icy Boys are having a good time. They're swagging on the field. And their fans are right there with them. Look at that. He got every reason to with a 27-0 lead. Winning will do that for you. So 5 seconds remaining. They're going to go ahead and kick off, and those 5 seconds will probably get eaten alive on the kickoff. So another game where total domination. So here comes the kick. He picks it up. But not a whole lot happening. That's going to do it for the first half. So let me see. Let me check my stuff here. Dakota White. Let me see. Dakota White. Dakota White. He has been doing all damage for the Icy Boys. Every move they make, everything they do feeds and centers off of him. And the defense has been playing outstanding. Take nothing away. But offensively, they have set the tone. So what must Glenville Elite Speed Demons do? One, they've got to find a way to start generating those positive yards and moving the sticks. If they can get the sticks moving and get those releases and get those blockers where they need them to make the most of those quick throws, like I said earlier, I think we have a different ball game. But we'll see what those adjustments are. We're glad you're here at the C1N Halloween Showcase. I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of C1N. We're glad you're hanging in there with us. Tell your family, tell your friends. Get on Facebook, look up Cam Newton, and enjoy some really great youth football. We'll be right back.
They got period warning donuts.
I like the water. True meaning of ghetto bullshit.
I'm ready. We do all right. Yeah, come on. One second. See?
Who you got? Me and Coach Lou.
Who you got?
Who you got? Me and Lou.
We're at Golden Corral. We're feeding the children. Everybody gotta eat, so they can leave me alone. Because I'm going to sleep.
Everybody, we did a thing.
Cool when I was scared of letting go.
I won.
They got period warning donuts.
I like the water. True meaning of ghetto bullshit.
I'm ready. We do all right. Yeah, come on. One second. See?
Who you got? Me and Coach Lou.
Who you got?
Who you got? Me and Lou.
We're at Golden Corral. We're feeding the children. Everybody gotta eat, so they can leave me alone. Because I'm going to sleep.
Everybody, we did a thing.
With the OG Ducks, what made you guys want to be involved with what C1N has going on?
Pretty much because we like to compete. I mean, they tried to get us down there for the one on Labor Day, but it was just too late. And we was really looking at it. If the tickets would have been right, we'd have came. Anybody knows me knows we want to go play any and everybody.
wanted donuts.
All right, we are back with the second half of a first half that has been completely dominated by the Icy Boys. So the kick is up. They're getting the lights turned on in the stadium, and that ball takes an Icy Boys bounce. Number 5. The 20 to the 26. He's getting himself in a little bit of trouble there. So, with the ball at the 26-yard line, we'll see what the Glenville Elite Speed Demons can come up with. They're trailing 27-0 as we start the second half of play. Our next contest is supposed to kick off at 6 p.m. And that's Ollie Mob Elite versus Ginn Elite. That is an 11U contest. And so there's a 15-yarder marked off on that one. So the ball goes to the 41-yard line. As the Icy Boys try to figure out what on earth to do. I mean, not the Icy Boys, but the I'm all over the place. The Glenville Elite. Glenville Elite trying to figure out what to do. Icy Boys are doing just fine. Nothing happening on that play right there. Loss of a yard, actually, so it'll be 2nd and 11 as the ball is now spotted at the 40-yard line. And that is what I've been saying. Now, I don't know if this one will go, I would imagine it would go hot clock if it goes to a plus 30-point lead. So another penalty. So the false start will cost the Speed Demons 5 yards. The ball goes back to the 35. Penalties have been bogging the contests down all day. And this contest is no different. And number 4 has an arm. His pass falls incomplete. Eric Love, I would be interested to see how he develops because he can put it on a rope. And there's not a lot of kids at that age group that do that really, really well, and he does. And he can get that accuracy straight, get a little more development. He's going to be someone to reckon with as the future rolls around. So 2nd and 15, ball at the 35-yard line. Glenville Elite looking to make something work. And he had the open man in stride, the intended receiver, number 5, Malik Pruitt. So now it's going to be 4th and 16. Ball is at the 35-yard line. I don't know if they're going to punt or not or what they want to do. So be an interesting call. They back up the punt. And we've known how some of these have worked out for them. That's a nice punt. And it takes a hop. And he's going to get to the 36-yard line. think that's number 7 on the return. It is. And that is Khalil Turner. So a short field for the Icy Boys. And have an injured player on the field. We'll be right back after this injury timeout.
You have guys now in the college ranks. You have guys doing well in high school. Kind of that is your forte, right? You tell me about coaching the offensive line and coaching the young kids and making sure it translates.
The most important thing is, like, I've been able to teach babies how to block the proper way. And I think by teaching them the proper way, you know, translate to when they get to high school, like at Langston Hughes, I got a couple of kids that played me since they were 7. I mean, they're bona fide athletes right now, you know, headed to college. And one of them is Dontrell Glover, man. I love him. He like my kid. He like my kid, you know what I'm saying? And the way he works on and off the field, like, you know what I'm saying? Just that determination, that dedication that we put in from a baby, it paid off.
All right, we are back. And the Icy Boys with another short field to work with. So let's see what they do this time. Number 2 goes into motion. There's a handoff. And big number 0. And that is Makai Jordan. He'll only allow a couple on that play. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Icy Boys. 7:01 remaining in the third quarter. Snaps a little high, but he gets it off, puts it up in the air, and that is in and out of the hands of the receiver. And that is Holmes. He got popped a little bit, but nonetheless, that falls incomplete and will bring up 3rd down. So big play is really the story of this game, with the last name White behind pretty much all of it. So number 16, Kazi Harmon. He'll put him in position to have a 4th and 5. He get that signal from the sideline. Number 1, once again, stays on his feet before a host of Speed Demon defenders bring him down. Number 21, Prince Robinson Jones, will get the stop, and the ball gets turned over on downs. So big defensive stop for the Glenville Elite Speed Demons. Clock is stopped at 5:51 in the third quarter. Score 27-0. So the official has blown the whistle to resume play. Ball is at the 31-yard line. So it's 1st and 10. So they're waiting on a snap count there. And the turf got him on that one. He basically tripped into the tackle. In the neighborhood, number 8. That is Royal Gooden. Pruitt, the ball carrier. Clock continues to run. There's a pistol. That play, well, that had me fooled. I thought that thing took a while to develop. There is a flag. So let's see what we have here. Face mask, and that's going to go against the Icy Boys. So that'll tack on some additional yardage and result in the sticks moving for a first down for the Speed Demons. And this one looked like it was just a garden variety face mask, so not a whole lot of yardage, but it was enough to move the sticks. Speed Demons get the play in from the sideline. 2 men in the backfield, single man wide to the left. He's got some blocking, and that pass is going to be called incomplete. Not sure if the defender ever got his head turned around. Number 3, the intended receiver, and that is Mason Moore. So the ball remains at the 41. Second down. And they keep trying to find running room, but Icy Boys ain't giving up much of it. So it'll get to the 44-yard line. That'll bring up third down. And they're going to need about 7 yards to move the sticks. So let's see what they come up with. One of the things they have to have is some solid blocking. Yeah, that one's going to be, flag immediately. So they're talking about this. And trying to see what it's going to be. And now you got 4 officials there having a chit chat. So let's see if they get this sorted out. Okay, so it looks like you got a substitution violation. So a 5-yard penalty puts the ball at the 49-yard line. So it'll be about 2 yards short of a first. That definitely made that third down a little bit easier. Number 5 is going to get jammed up at the 48. So a yard lost on the play will make it 4th and 3, pardon me. So 3:20 remaining in the third quarter. The Elite looking to make something positive happen. Everybody looking at the sideline. They may try to hard count here. Try to get them to jump. It doesn't work. Hey, and they're going to get a first down. Number 5. White brings them down. So Malik Pruitt will get a first down. And Dakota White there to stop him. So the ball at the 45. And that pile goes nowhere. So nothing happening on that play. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 45-yard line. Clock under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. They've got the lights on here at the stadium. So now we're strong left. Look at him break through the seam and accelerate. Let's see if he can do it. Well, number 5. It's a first down for the Elite. They have been waiting for those big openings to reveal themselves. He'll get to the 22-yard line. That's Malik Pruitt, but there's a flag on the field. Oh, my goodness. So holding from the spot of the foul puts that ball right there at the 48-yard line. My, oh, my, oh, my. They finally caught the break they needed and now find themselves in the 2nd and 17. About a minute remaining in the third quarter. Trying to run it out of the wishbone. Not much happening there. Gordon on top of that pile. I think that was King getting a little bit of that too. Let me make sure I got that number right. Yep, Jamaica King. So 50 seconds left. And another penalty puts the ball at the 32. Penalties just eating them alive. And you know it's hard work for the coaches. It's got to be a bit demoralizing that you get the first down, you have a great play, and before you know it, what you thought was a first down has now become a 3rd and 33. And that's going to be offsides. Nope. They're saying false start. False start. So now it'll be 3rd and 38. Wow. I'm not sure if I saw anybody necessarily move on Glenville Elite side, but they're going to get the traffic ticket for having a false start. So it is now 3rd and 38 for the Elite. And not a whole lot able to happen there. So I would suspect that they would punt this with 27 or so seconds remaining, or just let the play clock run out. They could just do that before going into the fourth quarter. And that looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. Well, maybe not. He backs up into punt position. Oh, no. And that ball is picked up by number 32, given to another player. There's a flag. And the coach over there, and that's a big man, starts hopping up and down, celebrating with the boys. Let's see what the call is. But the clock has run out on the third quarter. So the ball will go to the 20.
This is the start of the fourth quarter, baby.
And we're about to get the fourth quarter underway. 27-0, the Icy Boys. And this is the third lopsided contest of the day. So let's see if the officials get it sorted out here. And you can see the frustration with the Speed Demons. They got to get the sticks down here. Bit of a high snap, puts it up, has an open man, but it's going to be overthrown. Now to bring up second down. So the clock stops with the incomplete pass. So they have not gone hot clock. And they're telling the clock guy to run it. So there we go. It has started. So the game is now under hot clock. Number 2 goes into motion. Number 16 gets the call. Gary runs into his own man. And he's going to be brought down by number 3, Mason Moore. Number 16, Kazi Harmon, the ball carrier. That pass tip could have been picked off by number 5, Malik Pruitt, if he'd have been turned around in the right position. So the clock has stopped once again. I thought they had gone hot clock, but they wind it. So I am mistaken. Ball remains at the 20. So Icy Boys have 4 receivers to the right, single man in the backfield. Getting a signal from the sideline. 5 goes into motion, and they give it to 5. He turns it back, countering in. And so Icy Boys, number 5. And that is Montana Holmes, who will have the score for the Icy Boys. The So Icy Boys have broken the 30-point barrier. And they're getting lined up for the extra point. And whereas sitting there going for the 1-point variety. And one of the elite players has to come off the field. So there's the whistle to start. So Icy Boys there's the pass. It is caught. And X taking on in there. Xavier Green. So it is 33-0. And the clock continues to run. So now we are at the hot clock threshold. With 7 minutes remaining in the contest. Up next, in about a half an hour, is the Ali Mob Elite versus the Ginn Elite. That is an 11U contest. So they are on the field right now at opposite ends of the track. So the Icy Boys getting ready to kick it off. Nice kick. It falls a little flat. But Glenville Elite will have it. So it looks like it's going to be spotted around a 30. He put it right there at the hash mark. So it's 1st and 10. And take nothing away from the Speed Demons. They're a great program. You know, I've said it today about the previous 2 games. Sometimes you just have a bad day at the office. But they'll sure enough go back and get back to work. As this team is here for a reason. Look at that nifty running right there. And I tell you, number 5, Malik Pruitt, has been a bellwether for the Speed Demons. Has to put his shoe back on. As this clock continues to work its way down under 5 minutes. The sun setting on the Queen City. We are here at Johnson C. Smith University in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. Here comes 22, and he's accelerating. He is going to be stopped right around the 27 yard. Nice work by number 22 of the Speed Demons. Ian Gardner got a first down as they try to avoid the shutout. Nice open field tackle, 5-on-5 if you will. Malik Pruitt, the ball carrier. Montana Holmes with the stop. So a gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. The ball at the 23-yard line. As they try to get up there, there's movement up front, but there is no flag. Linebackers cheating up to blitz. And that pass intended for number 3, Mason Moore. So that'll bring up 3rd down. As the Speed Demons try to get into the end zone before the end of the contest. Just a hair over 3 minutes remaining in the game. So, number 4 in shotgun. They got 4 wide. Number 22, the ball carrier, and he's going to run into the teeth of the defense. Nothing happening there as we sit at 2.5. And so, the takeaway from today's games has just been utter dominance. The Voodoo over the Mac Dolphins, the Bounty Boys collecting their bounty over the Ducks. And right now, the Icy Boys just making complete domination of the Glenville Elite Speed Demons. So it's 4th down. There's a pass, and it's complete. But he's going to be short of a first down. And that ball's going to end up being turned over on downs. They're going to be about 2 yards short. So Icy Boys looks like they're going to hold on to their shutout. All they have to do is take a couple of knees, and that's going to do it. So here we go. We are under a minute. They can take 2 knees, and that'll do it. There's a snap. He puts it up in the air, kind of a duck. Is intercepted. Number 6 trying to find some room before he stopped. And that's about the only thing that's gone wrong for the Icy Boys today. Interception by Colby McKnight. So there are a number of bright spots in the game. 22 seconds remain, 20 seconds remain. Clock continues to run. If they're going to run a play, they better do it. If they're trying to avoid the shutout. So 3 seconds remain, and there it is. Pass is caught. That'll do it for the game. Malik Pruitt. Well, another game, another dominant performance by one of the teams. In this case, the Icy Boys, 34-0. The only thing that went wrong for them was that last throw where it was picked off. The whole game was just a complete domination. And a matter of fact, Dakota White, I would say, is the star of the game. His speed and his shiftiness, they just could not deal with. Obviously, I would say that a big momentum shifter was when they thought they had the turnover at the opposite end of the field from about the 30-yard line where they scooped it up and ran it in, and it was called back because they said the whistle had blown or something. That, I think, took the wind out of the sails of the Speed Demons. And you can't let things like that get to you. There's a number of other things as well. The coaches, you got to keep your cool, keep your head, because the players feed off of that. But you know what? Hey, they'll build off of this. They'll learn, and they'll keep on going. Another contest coming up at 6 p.m. Ali Mob Elite, again Elite. Lots of great football today. Thank you for hanging in there with us. Make sure you hit that like. Tell your family and friends to get to Cam Newton's Facebook page. Get on Facebook. Just type in Cam space Newton, and it will lead you right there for some great action. I'm ready for the voice of C1N. We're glad you're here with us at the Halloween showcase. Want to give big thanks to our media team thus far for hanging in there today. We'll be back in just a few for the next contest. We'll be right back.